to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
The city was buzzing with whispers, the kind of whispers that don't just stay in quiet corners, but ripple across phone screens, race through trending hashtags, and find their way into everyday conversations. At the center of this storm was Teyana Taylor, fierce, stylish, unapologetically strong, but now carrying a secret that was no longer possible to hide. Her shocking pregnancy news had already lit up the internet like wildfire, but nobody was prepared for what happened next. Not Teyana, not Pierre, and not even the fans who believed they had seen every twist that celebrity drama could offer. When the first grainy photos of Teyana's baby bump surfaced online, reactions split instantly. Some swore it had to be Iman Shumpert's child, desperate to hold onto the fairytale love story they had followed for years. Others pointed their fingers straight at Pierre, the British actor whose sudden presence in Teyana's orbit had become impossible to overlook. The chatter grew louder with every repost, every blog headline, every TikTok deep dive. And just like that, Pierre, an actor used to scripts and sets, was shoved headfirst into a role he never auditioned for, the alleged other man in a messy, very public love triangle. It all came to a boiling point one freezing New York night. The streets were slick with ice, breath visible in the air, and cameras lined the block outside a high-end restaurant. Teyana had been spotted earlier in the evening, her hand instinctively cradling her stomach. Her smile was calm, but her eyes betrayed the tension. Within hours, paparazzi camped outside her building, reporters harassed her team for comments, and internet detectives dissected every detail of her outfit for hidden meaning. But it wasn't Teyana who cracked first. It was Aaron. He slipped out of a black SUV in a hoodie pulled low, probably hoping anonymity could shield him. But before his sneakers hit the sidewalk, the chaos erupted. "Aaron, is the baby yours?" a photographer shouted, flashbulbs exploding. "Are you running from the truth? Did you break up their marriage?" The questions sliced through the night like knives. At first, Aaron tried to play it cool, weaving through the crowd, eyes down. But when one voice screamed, "Is Teyana leaving Iman for you?" something in him snapped. He panicked. He bolted. Not a brisk walk. Not a dignified exit. He ran, sprinting down the block like prey escaping a predator. Cameras followed, paparazzi chasing him like wolves through the cold. And within minutes, the shaky, grainy footage was online. Pierre, award-winning actor, reduced to memes. Aaron as Forrest Gump. Aaron as the Roadrunner. Clips looped endlessly with captions mocking his sprint. Fans laughed, but underneath the comedy was a darker implication: why run if you have nothing to hide? A guilty man always runs, one tweet declared, racking up thousands of likes. But behind that viral sprint was a deeper unraveling, one that was tearing apart everyone involved. Because this wasn't just about a man caught on camera running, it was about a family being ripped at the seams. Teyana, pregnant and fragile, was suddenly the centerpiece of a storm she never asked for. Iman, once her anchor, was crumbling under whispers of betrayal. And Aaron, whether guilty or not, wasn't just running from paparazzi, he was running from a truth he could no longer control. To understand how it all fell apart, we have to rewind. Teyana and Iman's marriage had always been messy in the public eye, rumors of fights, quiet separations, dramatic reconciliations. Fans never knew what to believe, but through it all, Teyana remained the picture of resilience, still performing, still hustling, still showing up for her daughters. When Aaron entered the picture, many assumed it was innocent. A creative friendship. Two artists vibing on set, sharing ideas, sharing laughs. But the whispers started small: late-night meetings, cozy photos, unexplainable chemistry, and soon those whispers grew into screams. And when the pregnancy news dropped, those screams became accusations. Inside her home, away from flashing bulbs, Teyana was unraveling. Friends said she sat for hours scrolling through comments, tears brimming, her tough exterior cracking under the weight of strangers' judgment. For the first time, the fierce woman, who had always seemed untouchable, looked fragile. Meanwhile, Iman wasn't holding up either. When he saw the viral clip of Aaron sprinting, insiders say he broke. He dropped into a chair, hands pressed into his face, whispering, "This can't be happening." For him, this wasn't gossip fodder. It was his life. His daughters. His wife. The possibility that another man might now be tied to them permanently was unbearable. As for Aaron, he vanished. That night after his run, his phone went dark. No social media posts. No interviews. His team offered no statements. Fans speculated he fled the country, hiding from judgment. He's guilty, that's why he disappeared, some wrote. Others defended him, he's human. He cracked under pressure. But the damage was done. His sprint had already become the defining image of this entire scandal. And then came the footage that changed everything. Leaked video from a private event weeks before the pregnancy news. Aaron and Teyana, standing close, his hand brushing against hers, leaning in to whisper something that made her laugh. The chemistry was undeniable. Fans analyzed every frame, slowing it down, zooming in, debating their body language. They are more than friends, people declared. That clip broke Iman. Sources say he confronted Teyana, voice trembling, eyes blazing, demanding, "Tell me the truth. Is it his?" The fight that followed was brutal. Screaming, silence, tears, the kind of argument where no answer feels safe, where silence cuts deeper than lies. Overwhelmed and exhausted, Teyana reportedly collapsed into tears, unable to give the clear confirmation Iman craved. Meanwhile, the media circus only grew. Paparazzi shadowed Aaron at every turn, waiting for another crack. And one night outside a Manhattan hotel, they cornered him again. "Aaron, are you the father?" one yelled. This time, he didn't run. He froze. His lips parted, his eyes wide, and in that split second, the world saw everything. Guilt. Fear. Pain. He didn't need to speak. His silence screamed louder than any confession. And just when fans thought the story couldn't get any darker, another leak emerged. Someone close to Teyana revealed she had been spotted at a doctor's office, alone. No Iman, no Aaron, just her. Quietly, secretly, trying to protect her privacy in the middle of chaos. That detail shattered hearts. Here was a woman carrying a child while also carrying the crushing weight of judgment, betrayal, and endless questions. She wasn't just fighting for her image. She was fighting for her sanity. By now, Aaron's sprint had become more than a viral moment. It was a metaphor for everything. Running from responsibility. Running from the truth. Running from a situation that had spiraled out of control. But everyone knows you can only run so far before the truth catches you. The internet dissected every move. Blogs ran endless think pieces. Talk shows debated paternity like it was sport. Fans picked sides, Team Iman, Team Aaron, Team Teyana. But nobody really knew the full story except the three people trapped inside it, and they were drowning. Aaron, once full of swagger, was spotted again weeks later. This time, not running. Not hiding. Just sitting on a park bench, hoodie down, staring into the distance. A passerby recorded him whispering, "I didn't mean for it to happen." The clip spread like wildfire. To many, it was a confession. To others, it was just a broken man speaking to himself. Either way, it showed cracks in the facade. Teyana, finally unable to hold it in, went live on Instagram. Her eyes red, her voice shaking, she told her followers, "Y'all don't know the half of it. Stop judging what you don't understand. I'm just trying to do what's best for My kids. The comments exploded, hearts, tears, fire emojis, but one truth stood out: she hadn't confirmed the father. And maybe that was intentional. Maybe she wasn't ready to. Maybe she couldn't. Because naming him would make everything final, everything irreversible. And so, the world waits. For the truth. For closure. For the moment when the storm breaks and the pieces fall where they may. Will Aman forgive? Will Aaron own up? Will Teyana survive the pressure of being pulled in two directions while carrying life inside her? The cameras aren't going anywhere. The blogs aren't slowing down. The fans aren't letting go. And when the truth finally erupts into the open, it won't just shake one family. It will shake the world that's been watching. Because secrets this big don't just change headlines, they change lives forever.